recognize for Mr. President, please.
Honorable Minister of Study, Rural Development, and Chairperson. Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
Great honor for me to have you here this afternoon. I'm sure that the vision and the mission is the same: to ensure Africa speaks with one voice, one direction, one objective. The ministers enumerated the beneficiation opportunity that is around solid mineral. What is Africa's objective? If you don't speak with one voice, I'm glad you embrace that objective faithfully. And solid mineral, metal, and others are precious items for research and technology around the world. We should not miss the opportunity God has endowed us with these minerals. We should try as much as possible to ensure value addition and prevent Africa from being a mining pit for the rest of the world. It should be a great value, a great benefit for us to develop. We are blessed with very willing, youthful, agile, committed population, ready to learn, ready to work. What we should do is avoid bureaucracy and deceit. We must put an end to exploitation. The rest of the world won't mind if your country is a pit of dams and rubbish and they excavate your raw materials without giving value to it. It is our responsibility to collaborate and cooperate with one another to ensure that these critical metals and minerals bring value to us, bring technology to us. We can do it. It's how much each country will put in the research and development and extraction and refineries. I don't see why we cannot demand centralization of that conversion somewhere on the continent. This continent doesn't allow us much room to separate one another. We are Siamese twins co-joined by the hips in our geographical ways. So why not utilize that in our research and development and knowledge-based economy to enhance the quality of life and bring prosperity to our people. I'm glad to have you. Enjoy your summit. One voice, one resource, one vision. It will guide you. And God bless the continent. Thank you very much.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. My colleagues in the Federal Executive Cabinet of Council, our distinguished honorable ministers representing various African countries, Your Excellency, it gives us very great pleasure and we feel highly honored that you are hosting us, the African Mineral Strategy Group, of which, fortuitously, you are the grand patron, because Nigeria is currently the chairperson of that group. Your Excellency, this is the second time you are hosting us in the 2-year history of this group. You hosted us immediately this group was formed, and the members of the group, the ministers, were here. You magnanimously gave us words of exhortation. You encouraged us to look at the focal point of the establishment of this group, which is to ensure that the African natural resources, especially with regards to minerals, critical metals, are localized, the beneficiation coming directly to Africans generally. You charged us that we should set our sails very high and ensure that local value addition is a pivot around which all the objectives of this organization should revolve. Your Excellency, at this occasion, I would proudly inform you, sir, that the organization took your charge very seriously and your admonition consistently and conscientiously. And today, sir, the organization you hosted was about 12 members. Today, we have crossed the 24-member mark. So 24 African countries have become members of this organization, with their heads of state, your counterparts, also showing tremendous support. And sir, the charge that you gave us in terms of localizing the resources of Africa in minerals has been carried out to the letter, such that in global affairs today, when discussions center on minerals, critical metals, the African Mineral Strategy Group comes to the fore and is being recognized globally. At the United Nations, on 2 occasions, we've had cause to stage bilateral engagements involving some of your colleagues in Africa or their representatives, and the global investing community in minerals. So, sir, we have gone, implemented your charge, and we are acquitted that today local value addition is reverberating all over Africa. In fact, some of our member countries have gone outrightly to ban the exportation of raw minerals from their countries. And that is where the whole of Africa is moving. So, Your Excellency, we thank you for this honor that you have bestowed on us, because it is not a mean recognition for the President of Nigeria to receive in audience members of the African Mineral Strategy Group. Permit me briefly, Your Excellency, to present those representatives that are here. Quite a number of our colleagues are airborne as we speak, because the formal opening of our African Natural Resources event is starting tomorrow. So quite a number of them are in the air. But we have here the Secretary General of the group. Your Excellency, my humble self serves as the current chairman. The Secretary General is here. And we want to tell you, sir, that the beneficiation policy of the AMSG, which is the African Mineral Strategy Group, is one designed to ensure that the revenue accruing to African countries from the mineral sector is increasing by the day. And it has to increase by the day because these minerals are embedded under our soil in Africa. But for too long, the type of transactional mode has been one directional, unidirectional, from Africa to the industrialized world. And our minerals have been used to power the industries of other countries. And then those finished products are returned to us at exorbitant prices. And at AMSG, we said, no, we must change this narrative and reverse this model. So now we are operating on an equal transactional model, which is a win-win situation. Africa that owns the minerals will win. Of course, those who buy from us, they are not in the business of charity, they would also win. But it is better for us in Africa to speak with one voice, and that is why the AMSG has now become the voice of Africa when it comes to critical metals and minerals. And Your Excellency, because your country chairs this eminent group, it is worthy of mentioning that the support that you have given the mineral sector in Nigeria is exemplary, and other countries are also emulating in Africa and beyond. And we wish you, sir, that you continue this unalloyed support to the mineral sector in Nigeria, because it is contingent upon your renewed hope agenda, which is anchored on diversification of the economy. And so many African countries I have seen and witnessed myself quoting you, quoting your diversification agenda, quoting your emphasis on minerals and local value addition as examples worthy of emulation. Thank you, Your Excellency, for this exemplary display of vision, of courage, and of knowledge. My members here have always held you in high esteem and are very, very, very glad that they can see you in flesh, face to face, physically. And that is, again, no mean feat. We will cherish this opportunity of meeting you personally, and your words of exhortation ring in our minds and in our heads at all times. And we promise you that we shall continue to hold the flag of Africa high, especially with regards to increasing the value that accrues to Africa in the mineral sector of our economy. Your Excellency, thank you. God bless you. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you, sir. Yes.
President, this is the charter, the instrument of power. And while chairing, we need the gavel. Mr. President, the one voice that you talk about, this is the flag of unity.
Okay. This is great. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Dad.